let's go back to square one. If you're brand new, where do I start? There's a few ways to answer that question, so I want to give you some recommendations for things to think about as you are approaching or deploying sales and marketing automation for your business. Sit down and write a job description. What is it that you want marketing automation to do? What is the role that the tool or technology or the sales and marketing automation strategy is going to play for your business? Because it can do a lot of things. Yes, it can capture more leads. It can nurture your prospects. It can hold your sales team accountable, and it can instill insights into that process. It can convert prospects to customers, right? It can do all of these different things, but what do you need first? And that comes down to the job description. Is what are we employing this tool to do? And I use the word employing intentionally because I want you to treat it like a new hire, like somebody you are onboarding. What is the role that we're hiring for in this position?
What are the tasks that I need to do each day? Is it following up with customers? Is it building something on my website? Do I need to send out orders manually? These are all things that in my business I am responsible for daily. If I had a magic wand, would it be worth it to automate some of these tasks? You can start to separate tasks into, man, it would be cool if this was automated, or it needs my human touch still. By separating these tasks into two categories of potentially automating them or keeping them manual, that gives you at least a starting point in which to build off of when it comes to implementing sales and marketing automation.
Over time, it might do a lot of different things for you, but it needs to do something first. And just like an employee, they might go above and beyond their job description, but at the very least, you want to make sure you have a clear set of expectations so that you can measure success. And there may be a number of competing areas where you can use sales and marketing technology, but by writing that job description, it will help you determine, well, if we can only have one core focus, what are we going to focus on first? And the way that I would think about that from an employee's perspective is like, well, if they only have one thing that they are accountable for, one KPI, right? What would it be?
It's really important to start to prioritize which of these, if automated, would be most impactful to your business. Usually when I say the word impact, it means one of two things. One, it's either going to drive sales. Two, it's going to save you time. If you can prioritize those potential opportunities to add automation, let's start with the highest priority, and that's the campaign or automation that I would start with.
You might be listening along going, yeah, that's great, Greg, but tell me specifically where to go to work. And so my second answer here, which is a more direct, hopefully, response, is to start small, is to comb your customer journey, is to review your current reality. What is it that our customers experience? Where do new leads opt into our system? What happens next? How do those leads become customers? What is their experience like? It's to get really raw and intimate with that experience to analyze what's already happening. And what I would imagine is that you'll find there are some obvious gaps, some areas where you may have, omitted something entirely. Or you might find that two sections of that customer journey are disjointed, and they were designed at different times, or your business has changed over the years, and so the branding is different, or the messaging is different, or the call to action is different. And so I would comb over that journey, and I would use automation to fill those gaps or to repair the sections of the journey that feel turbulent, to make sure that it is a smooth and frictionless experience, and one that that produces the results your customers are after in a way that your business can be proud of. And if that feels sort of lofty and ambitious, or maybe overwhelming to think about the scope of that type of a project, then focus on using automation in individual moments. And I'm talking about if they fill out a contact us form, they get an automated response. Or if they request a quote, they get a booking link to somebody's calendar. Or if they buy a product, they get their credentials right away. I'm not talking about these robust, comprehensive marketing campaigns that you may have seen. I'm talking about individual automated moments. And the reason I encourage you to focus on these bite-sized nuggets of automation is because they're attainable. because they're realistic and because they make a difference to the customer's experience. By introducing automation at these key junctures, what you'll find is that you can string those automated moments together to create that overall automated journey, right? The overall arching automated experience that you may have as a down the road goal is only created one piece at a time.
If I were starting with sales and marketing automation, I would think about if the projects that I'm working on are attainable and realistic. Getting some momentum and feeling the results of finished automation projects is a huge step to continuing your journey and adding to the results that you feel. Version 1 is better than version none is a really famous saying around the Keap building, and that's something I encourage you to take with you as you start your automation journey. Get your first projects built out, feel the power of automation, and you can always build upon those as a set foundation. Just know that usually the businesses that we see become successful with automation start small and stack automations on top of each other until they get to the end result they're looking for. It's never going to be you build everything and then turn a switch on and everything's fully automated. Start with something that's small and realistic, feel the results, measure it, and then you can tweak it and build on top of it as you need.
All right, guys, that is it for now. I hope you have found this valuable. If you have your own tips or suggestions for using marketing automation or getting started with marketing automation for other businesses, please feel free to drop them in the comments below.